Just by your answer, sweetie, I can tell you go, this is classic. Yeah, right, whatever. Here's what is on your mind. I'm a big, arrogant, big mouth fucking asshole, right? And you want to destroy that any way you can.
Courtnee Edgar, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy to be here, man.
Thanks for coming, dude. I've been trying to get you on the show. I noticed you're a guy out there super intentional, you know?
Yes, sir.
That's one of the through lines on my show is like people that come on always have something going on, or at least they're trying at something, and it's like a valiant effort, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
So that's one for you. So I want to give you props on that, man.
Appreciate that.
You're super intentional, like I said. You promote your show really well. You keep a good schedule.
Yep.
And I've noticed that you kind of set goals for yourself to attain.
Yep, absolutely.
So goal setter and then a goal achiever. So
yeah, that's the plan. It wasn't always like that, but you know, I've found something that I really enjoy and I really love doing. And so my biggest thing is now is just seeing it through now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it, dude. I've been following you. I've been peeping out how you're doing all that. And like I said, that's like hard to miss now because the way you're doing it and the way your consistency is, you know?
Right.
It's kind of like something I'm checking for all the time now. So it's working, dude.
Nah, it's dope. And I definitely appreciate it just because, you know, the work that people put in. Sometimes you don't notice that people are actually watching, but when they really are. So, you know, for other people to tell you that they actually see you doing the work and they can see it without them actually seeing you do the work, you know, it says a lot and it speaks volumes.
Yeah, dude, because it's like just doing any kind of attempt to put a show out or whatever, content creation or whatever, you find out pretty quick there's like a lot of hurdles.
Yeah.
You might want to do it, you might love doing it, and then you find out like, I don't know how to do some of the stuff or the editing or whatever. So So good job on that and sticking to that. I want to ask you, dude, tell me about the Courtnee Edgar Show. That's kind of how I found you.
Yeah.
I found you through a friend, maybe like a mutual friend, you know, and then I found your show, and right away I just became a fan of the show, you know, separate from that. So talk to me about that, man. How long you been doing that?
So I originally started the Courtnee Edgar Show roughly a year and maybe 6 or 7 months ago.
Okay.
I got other YouTube channels, but again, like I said before, you know, I've started some things and then I stopped just because I went about it with the wrong intention. You know, I was calling myself this positive motivator type of guy, and then I'm saying all these motivational things, but then not necessarily believing it because I wasn't necessarily doing it on the back end. So that was my own conviction, right? And so I stopped doing that. But
so it just had like the wrong foundation. Like couldn't be sustainable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it didn't come natural because I always trying to figure out what can I say that's going to empower the people instead of just coming to me naturally, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it back real quick. I'm going to take it back real quick to kind of get us to where we at right now and why the Courtnee Edgar Show is.
Yeah. I want to know the origin story, man.
For sure. So originally speaking, I started with the TikToks, you know, the Instagrams and all that, doing funny dad content, right? You know, I'm a father, right? So doing everything with my daughters and trying to make funny content that people can relate to, you know, the father thing. Because, you know, it's lighthearted, it's funny. A lot of parents can relate to it, but also what I also found in that is the same thing I found in the motivational stuff. I have to come out with the content, and not only do I have to come out with the content, now I have to set everything up, and I got to be honest.
Yeah.
The editing aspect of it is what got to me. I said, this is too much. Having to stop, play, okay, now let me set the camera this way. Now stop, play, making sure that everything was properly done. Okay, damn, I did that wrong. So now let me go back and do this again. And, you know, it takes a lot to go into that. So I respect those people who actually continue doing that and they enjoy doing that. Much respect to them. But I'm a guy, least resistance. I don't like doing a lot of editing. So that's what...
that kind of like inspired you to do the format you're at now?
Kind of, sort of, because originally, because a good friend of mine, he told me he was I think he was in, he might correct me on it, but I think it's Poland somewhere he was. He just called me. He said, look, bro, I got an epiphany. You should start doing the Courtnee Edgar Show and start talking the shit how we be talking on the phone. Yeah. I was like, what you mean? He's like, bro, you got a lot to say. You got strong opinions. So why don't you start doing that? And I was like, So that pretty much what kind of sparked the Courtnee Edgar Show. And then after watching, you know, guys like Anton Daniels, which is how I found Jay Ben, through the Anton Daniels channel,
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, Anton Daniels channel. Shout out to him.
I gotta figure out how to spell that.
Anton, so it would be Anton.
Okay.
Dan. Yeah, Daniels.
Cool.
So
I gotta check that out.
yeah, saw a lot of his content and decided to reach out to him for a one-on-one call. And so that's when I talked to him. And he was just like, listen, first, make a calendar. On if you're going to do the content, make a calendar. I'm like, all right, cool. Then so he went into more details about, listen, I don't do the editing, which is one of the reasons why I do the live streams. Because what people don't know is the reason I'm able to be so consistent with posting the videos is because they come from my live streams. I do about 6 or 7 topics, clip them up, and then I'll post them as single videos. So that's why I'm able to post every single day. And so I've been doing that ever since. And so I found that to be easy because it's least resistance. I don't have to necessarily do a lot of editing. I know exactly where I stopped. I know exactly where I started. Clip it, boom, and I can put it out there.
Yeah, that's smart. That's a good move because it's like you said, least resistance. It's like it's one of those like know thyself things.
Yep.
Like I know I'm not gonna want to do like a pre-recorded one. It's like too painful. So
Yeah, it is.
So I might as well just do the one I can pull off. Yeah.
Yep.
That's kind of the same way I did this. It's like I went pre-recorded because I didn't want to put anyone on the spot, and I wanted them to have the opportunity to go, hey, like take that out. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like saying that. So
Yeah.
but it just came from like one push, and then it's like this is where we're at. You know.
Facts. Yep.
So that's really cool. So you've been doing it for a while, dude. I would say that's a pretty good chunk of time, especially how consistent you are. It's like you've probably had a lot of practice in that time.
Yeah.
What would you say is like the mission of the show? Like, what's your main goal every time you start one up?
So the main goal is to, and I always say, you know, to get back to the money, real conversations and real solutions. So when I'm talking about these topics, it's looking at it from an aspect of a business mindset aspect, looking at it from a money standpoint, like how does this affect the bottom line? Or looking at it from, instead of just having a lot of talking points that a lot of people talk about, actually coming from a place of experience myself and not just being one of these YouTuber guys who've never had the experience, who've never done it. I've actually experienced the world. I've been out here.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the streets. So not in the streets.
But I know you get what you mean. Yeah, you have like some. It's not one of those like unearned wisdom things where people are just like reciting what they've heard.
Exactly.
And you can kind of feel it when you're listening to them. You're like, this guy's never done that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a fake tough guy thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that I try to come from. You know, I'm not always gonna be right, but I'm never wrong in that aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, I've said that too. It's like I'm not a know-it-all. I just shut my mouth until I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Like I'm not gonna say anything until I'm pretty certain I know.
Yep. Exactly.
So after a while, that comes off like, oh, you think you know everything? It's like, no, I know when I don't. I shut the fuck up. So
exactly,
you're not gonna hear from me unless I know. So
yep,
it's one of those things.
Yep.
So what would you say the mission is?
So
I forgot.
No. So the actual mission is how can
it's kind of like how your buddy said, right? Just you finally get your thoughts out that are like
it's an opinion that's based on me. It's an opinion coming from my perspective because I've been out here. You know, this is a guy who went to college. I grew up in a 2-parent household.
Oh yeah.
You know, I went into the military.
Damn.
You know, I'm in the workforce. You know, and I'm creating content on top of that. And I've had other business ventures that I tried and failed at.
Yeah,
you know, and or I ain't gonna say failed, but probably just
like you learn from.
Yeah, and so it's just more so coming from a place of, I don't like to use the word my truth. I like the word truth. Coming from a place of truth because it actually happened. Yeah. And so now I can speak from that experience, not just talking from a place that I may know people who have experienced it, of the things that I've talked about, and I've seen it from a third person's perspective. So it's just literally building a community of people who rock with each other and helping each other grow as people. And it doesn't matter the color, the race, or the gender, is helping us grow so that way we can become successful in our own right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's badass. Yeah, I did. I kind of skipped past that when you said that. You're like, that's your mission, like telling the truth or like having that perspective out there. Yeah. And we're talking about people that didn't have it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty annoying when someone's trying to spit game or drop jewels and they have. It's like, dude, I don't know about that. That guy might be. You don't always want to follow someone that doesn't know where they're going. You know?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, man. That comes through on the show too, because it's like, the show doesn't get boring when I'm watching it. There's a lot of like not contradicting, but like going back and forth with the other folks on the panel. Sometimes,
right.
It's like you do give everyone there like an open chance at getting their words out and stuff. So
Yeah.
that only leads to like really good conversations or like long conversations that you're not bored of, you know?
Yeah.
So that's definitely coming through. It's like you've done a good job of, you know, picking the topics you have something to say about, you know, and then also like picking a panel or people you talk to and stuff on there that also have like a good head on their shoulders, you know, and keeps the conversation going. So
yeah, those are I was able to pick up some solid people, man. They're dope, and one of the biggest things about the Banter and Barter Show is I try my best to just let them rock out and me not say anything because I do my own 2 live streams solo, so I talk enough on there. So I try my best to just kind of stay back and let them just rock out for a minute. Now, if I gotta say something, of course I'm gonna say it. But yeah,
I did notice that on one of your episodes you were talking about like a different show you were reacting to, and the guy was talking too much.
Yeah,
and you're like, dude, you have to let it breathe. Like, especially if you're, you know, play your position as moderator or just the technical guy, or whatever. It's like some people are there to talk or get certain points off, you know.
Yep.
So
shout out to their panel though. they'll know, if they see this, they'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
No, but it was more like a critique, like for to keep everything fair and like to keep the conversation going and back and forth, you know, versus just one guy getting his thing off. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, good shit on that, dude. I noticed that. When is the show on? I want to tell people that. So I know you have a different couple different iterations or renditions of it, right? It's like you and then some people's, So the Courtnee Edgar show in itself, when it's just me solo, that show is on Wednesdays at 7:05 MST, and I think right now that means that'd be 9:05 EST, and then on Saturdays at 9:05 p.m. Arizona time, and then of course 11 on the East Coast. But on Tuesdays is the Banter and Barter Show, so that's attached to my show. So it's Banter and Barter Show powered by the Courtnee Edgar Show. That's on Tuesday nights at 7:05 p.m. Arizona time. I watch that one a lot.
Yeah,
I'm always tapped into that one
for sure.
I always thought that was the original show because that's when I started seeing it on there, and so I just like, Tuesdays. I got trained to go check on Tuesdays. But I've been seeing other stuff. But yeah, dude, that's really cool. Talk to me about that Tuesday show though, because that's really gets cracking sometimes.
Oh yeah, it gets cracking.
I've seen people walk out and stuff.
Yeah, man.
I think it was you that walked off.
Yeah,
on one of them. It's so funny, dude.
Man, the Banter and Barter Show, man. So that's a panel that I decided to create just because I know there are other people who may have something to say, but they don't understand how to create the entire infrastructure of building their own platform and just talking the way they talk. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I be that person that can create that for them, give them that space, so then they can get on camera and say what it is that they got to say. We talk about different topics because even though we may have similar opinions in certain ways, but we do different on a lot of different things, a lot of different topics. And so I think that creates for a great conversation and honestly good entertainment, especially with Macaroni, JB, and Marcus and Ashley. So.
Yeah, those people are so fun.
Yeah.
And they're super fair to each other too. Like they'll let someone just go off. Like they let J-Ben go off.
Oh my God.
And they're like, okay, we're going to answer him in a minute. But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anyone get too upset on there or anything. Yeah. People are pretty even keel, but they're just really passionate about what they're talking about.
Exactly. So,
or they're like well versed in that they've been waiting all week to tell you or whatever.
Yeah. Because we send each other a lot of different topics in our group chat. So there's a lot of different topics. So the topic that y'all see is probably some of the topics that they've already put in the group chat. It's like, all right, cool, we can talk about this. And so
that's smart too. So people have something cooked up.
Yeah.
And it's like you can hash it out right there where it's like, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not address it. You kind of get another little filter right there. It's like, maybe we want to touch on that.
Yep.
So we talked about a little bit on there. Well, you said who's on there. List the people's names again.
So you got Ashley, the gorgeous Ashley. You got her. We did have our other panelists. She comes from time to time, but she ended up getting busy. Her name is Kay.
Okay.
We got Unbiasedly Raw, who was J Ben.
My dog.
Yep. And then we got Macaroni Tony, which is my good friend from elementary school. And we got Marcus Courtney, one of the guys that I used to work with, and we became good friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to all those people.
Yes, sir.
Good job, and it's the same thing with them. Good job keeping the schedule and showing up and all that.
Appreciate it.
Having some stuff. So I want to talk about those guys. Before I get off that guest list, though, J-Ben, I will say honorable mention or whatever. He gets a little star next to his name.
Right.
I met that guy at work some years back, like more than 10 years probably now.
Yeah.
And the way I met him was I was like the biggest shit talker at my store.
Yeah.
And he was the biggest shit talker at his store.
Oh shit. Okay.
So my manager was like, "Oh, you think you're funny?" He goes, "Hold on, I know a guy." He went and picked J Ben up and brought him to me. And he was like, "Hey, you guys get at each other." I'm like, "What do you want us to do?" So we were just like hanging out, like, "What, dude?" And we became good friends like that, you know, because he's very funny and he's always like on. He always wants to joke around or talk shit or get his opinions off. Very opinionated guy.
Yes.
And he's like one of those guys that's not old enough to know all the stuff he's lived.
Right.
He's lived so much life.
Yeah.
And he knows a couple 1-2 things, but he's still like a super young guy.
Yep.
So shout out to J Ben.
Shout out to him, man.
Another family guy, family man, right? J Ben.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Another family man as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
big family man. He's like big on that. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. Shout out to his kids. I wanted to ask you, dude, do you have like a dream guest for your show, or someone you'd love to argue with, or something that's like maybe not dead or alive? It could be dead or alive.
Dead or alive? Ooh, man.
Like who'd you like? And you can't say Kevin Samuels.
No, I can. Yeah, I wouldn't even say Kevin Samuels, but I wouldn't necessarily say a person that I will argue with, but I would love to have them on the panel. One of those people. I mean, I have to say it would probably be Anton Daniels.
Oh
have
yeah.
him on my channel. I have him on my channel. Patrice O'Neal, if he was alive.
O'Neal.
Yeah, that's my guy. I'm sorry. That's the OG, bro. I can
Patrice
hold
O'Neal. He's on my notes.
He's my guy, bro.
I always bring him up with people that are like into the internet, kind of in the same way you are, like the men versus women thing, or like the dating thing, or you know, just like he was a comedian, but he was more like a prophet kind of guy, where he's just telling people how it is, and if you laugh, cool. But that's still the truth. Like what he just said was the ugly truth, and sometimes it's funny, but you know, he was just letting shit rip. So I did have that note. I wanted to ask you about Patrice, if you knew about Patrice, but you said right away you did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, and one more person too. I gotta say him that I would love to have on it, and I think more so I would interview him more than anything. It would be Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin Hart, yeah.
Yeah.
I did watch a thing about where you were inspired by Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I am.
And you were saying like that you kind of like described how he was, and then you said it was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
That thing, whatever that post was.
Yeah.
But I seen that, I was like, that kind of makes sense too. The way you work really hard and kind of stay in people's face, it's like a Kevin Hart style.
Yep. That's exactly that's something that I like I said before, I admire his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? That's something I want to emulate for sure when it comes to my channel, and I want that to actually spill out and everybody actually see that and notice that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
how crazy it is, like amongst, you know, celebrities that work hard and stuff, everyone always gives him props for working the hardest.
Yep.
They're like, we don't even know if he sleeps. Like this guy just
exactly
always works.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's like amongst workaholics, you know.
Yep.
So shout out to him. That's definitely a good one to look up to.
For sure.
Yeah. Another guy that was like Patrice O'Neal's little homie though, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
They were friends.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
He talks about how Patrice O'Neal was so mean to him, and he would just like never let up on him, but it made him a better comic, you know?
Yep.
It made him tough. So it makes total sense when you hear that they were friends. It's like, that's why they're so good. That's why Kevin Hart's so sharp, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So we talked about your inspirations right there, man. Patrice O'Neal, I always bring him up on my show when it applies because he's the reason I named my show the way I did. Mm-hmm. Special, not rare.
Yep.
He was arguing with a group of ladies or whatever, like he used to.
Yep.
And he told them, like, well, it's just, you know, vagina's special, but it's not rare.
Yep, exactly.
And he's like, it's all down the street.
Exactly.
So I remember thinking about what should I name my show, and I'm like, I always think of that line. I never forget that line ever. So I'm like, hopefully that'll come across, you know, shit.
And that might get plugged into the show one of these days. Look, it's
you know
special,
what?
but it's not rare.
Yeah, dude, I gotta find the clip again and try to use it in the show.
That'd be dope.
What about, you know what who I wanted to ask you about, because I heard you say not all but some. Mm-hmm. I think I heard you say that. Have you ever heard Jesse Lee Peterson? Jesse Lee?
Say what is I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong.
No. When you said I heard you on a show you were talking about, and you were like talking about women or something. And you're like, not all women but some. You know, you said like a little line, and that's Jesse Lee Peterson's line. Have you ever seen him talk? No. Jesse Lee's an older black guy, bald guy.
No.
He's like very controversial. You ever
seen him? I know who Jesse Lee is, but I don't remember that part though.
No, yeah, he says that.
Oh, you gotta send that to me.
Because he'll be like, you know, white people, black people, whatever. And he goes, not all, but most. And then he'll do like the stereotype. I'm like, this fucking guy's insane. But yeah, that's another guy I think is really funny.
He is,
and he plays with the truth in a weird way.
Yeah, he does. He cradles the line a lot, and it's funny. It's really funny the way he does it too, and he really gets under people's skin.
Yeah,
he really does.
It's funnier too after you watch multiple episodes because you know what's coming and you know his style.
Yep. And
you go, damn, no one can figure him out. Like no one knows how to beat this guy. Like the only way to win is to don't play.
Yep, exactly.
Just don't go up there. Don't talk to Jesse Lee Peterson at all.
That's how you win.
Yeah, because he like I said, he plays with the truth. He'll say like 2 truths and then a lie, and then he'll burn you with the lie.
Yep.
But he just said something about the Bible that was all the truth. Yeah, we'll take some just in case.
That's funny.
Thank you. Thank you. That's my wife, Sarah.
Oh, that's cool.
She was at the store getting water just in case we need some. Hell yeah, man. Had to take a beverage pause.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I noticed on your show, a lot of the topics are like current events, maybe men and women kind of thing, and it's like usually ends up back to the dating topic.
Yeah.
And it comes back to like who's doing it wrong, which side's doing it wrong, or like who's got which side figured out.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. Talk to me about dating, man. Talk to me about like. I want to ask you, do you date now?
Oh, I'm married.
He's married. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll avoid. Well, you still tackle that topic on your show. Mm-hmm. So hell yeah. I did watch one episode where they were talking about body count.
Yeah.
I think it might be kind of recent.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Where do you stand on that? And I mean, I think we all kind of agree. Like the old school standards of like, you know, guys can have a higher body count than women.
Yeah.
Just kind of like it's unfair to them, but that's just how it is, and we all kind of play by that rule. We don't know who set it up like that.
Yeah.
We just kind of know that's like, you know, unspoken rule.
Yeah.
But the newer age folks, I've you know, especially like in music, like rap and hip hop, whatever you hear, like some guys don't care about body count anymore. It's kind of changed now, where they kind of want a girl that's like she's gonna go, you know, she's going.
Yeah, she's going. Yeah.
Right, like so they want a little slutty vibe.
I think that's the entertainment industry because they already understand that, and all of them already deal with the same group of people. But I think out here in the actual world, to be 100% honest, the guys who actually understand themselves and understand who they are as a man, they don't want a woman with a high body count. And the reason being is not just because you're dealing with the bodies, it's because of the behavior and how you act on top of that. And so you're less likely to want to stay in a relationship if you got 10 plus bodies. Yeah. Because now you had all these different experiences with these different men.
Yeah.
So now naturally you're gonna start comparing. It's like, and I know it's not an insecurity thing, but it's like, hey, you with me now, but you thinking about Tom, Dick, and Harry over here now.
Yeah.
And you supposed to be with me. And now you comparing me, the things that I'm doing to what this guy was doing, what that guy was doing. Like, nah.
I definitely agree with that mentality, like what guys think that way is. But do you think it's because we think like different is like, you know, everyone knows men and women think differently.
Yep.
So
we're territorial.
Like, we think that, you know, we think like if I've had all these flavors, I'm gonna want my favorite again.
Yeah.
But that's how men think, you know. So are we projecting that women are gonna want to go back to their favorite boyfriend? Are we just projecting like maybe they think different and they're like, no, I'm happy here now?
Well, that could come off as that, but then when you start to look at the numbers and the data, a lot of these women are actually not staying in these marriages.
I did see that. You guys were talking about the marriage breakups and like women initiate the breakups or whatever. Yeah.
And they're not staying in it. You can just look at, if we want to take it there, look at the P stars. You know, some of them actually get into relationships, but look at the type of men that they're in a relationship with. Mm-hmm. You know, these are the type of guys that they typically wouldn't go for. Yeah. But these guys accept them. You know, that's what we would call them, the simps type of guys. Yeah. You know, the guys who don't have any dignity about themselves. Yeah, she can go fuck whoever she wants to. That's why Adam 22 got so much flack.
Yeah.
To let his girl do what she do is like, really, bro? Like,
so weird.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. And it's weird even when he tries to lean into it. Like, I don't care. I let her do that. It's like, we still think it's weird, dude.
Right.
We're not, just because you think it's cool, don't mean we're going to be like, oh, okay, I'll do it too. It's like, still kind of weird, bro. And then it's like, he seems like he's cool with it, but then when the internet kind of gets a hold of it or chooses which way to play with it, you know, like, oh, we're going to make fun of you now. Now it's kind of like a little issue. It's kind of awkward. Yeah. And he's got a bunch of dudes up there asking him.
Exactly.
At his show, like, can I go next and stuff?
Yeah, see, I don't like that. And so it's basically like you letting some. It's like you own your own house, and then you letting people come in and just ruin your house. Yeah. And you're not saying or doing anything. But I say, just come on in, do whatever you want. Like, no, absolutely not. This is my place. No.
That's what happens though. That's where we get to that possession talk again, right? Where we think they're possessions to us.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that a flawed way of thinking as men?
No, I don't think it is, because if she decided now, if you're talking about just regular relationship dating, it's a different thing.
Yeah, I've always said that too.
Yeah, when you talk about
marriage,
she's
or a person you want to be married to. Like, I'm trying the long haul here.
Yeah,
we're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
Yep.
But I'm thinking about it, so it's like I'm not gonna treat them the same as like a couple bitches I met at the club one night,
Exactly. So now I gotta treasure this. I gotta treasure this piece now. So I gotta protect it. I got a responsibility to her now. Mm-hmm. So I can't just let her just go out here and just act crazy, because now, what if I decide to let her go out here and wild out in the pub, and then she gets in trouble? Guess who has to get out of bed, go pick her up? I do,
from her boyfriend's house.
Right. And so now, if that's the case, she can just stay there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, look, you got it. If you feel as if you need to do that.
It's one of those things too, where it's like we can like argue, I guess, or talk about it all day, converse about it all day, but you'd have to make sure I'm talking to someone with the same amount of dignity and pride as I do.
Yeah.
I can't talk to a guy that's like, I don't have any pride.
Yeah.
So me explaining this to him sounds archaic. It sounds like I'm a old school, like,
yeah,
possessive man, And he's like, dude, you need to chill, because we're never going to see eye to eye. Like, he was raised different or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I was raised old school. Yeah. And that's that. You know what I mean? It's like, there's like 3 rules and we follow them. It's like not that complicated.
Yeah. It's
being raised back in the day.
I agree. And I agree with that. And also, when you have, and just from my perspective, when I have the parents that I have, and I've seen the things that they've done, and my friends whose parents are doing the same thing, who've been married 30 plus, 40 plus years, you look at that from a different perspective as well. And before social media, and that's why it becomes a bigger issue, because before social media, when we were in middle school and high school, when social media wasn't at your fingertips, we still had the same thought process. It's like, oh wait, that's the school. Oh yeah, I know, she fought the whole football team.
Yeah.
She like, you sure you want to mess with that? Or if you just trying to get some, cool, you go mess with her. You already know she going.
Play the odds.
But the other chick, you don't want nobody touching with her. Yeah. You don't want nobody like, nah, this is my girl. Don't mess with her, bro. Mm-hmm. So it's always been like that. But this progressive attitude that a lot of people have, this modern day thinking, everybody think it should be okay. Everybody should be fucking around with everybody. It's like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I've told my son that. I go, dude, if it's like a peer pressure thing, I guess they used to teach us that, but it's like the moment someone's trying to make it like uncool, like your morals uncool, like, oh, I can't believe you don't even let your girl fuck. They're trying to trick you.
Yeah, they're gaslighting you.
They're trying to make it like you think everyone thinks like them. It's like, I think how I think. That's what I need to worry about.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck you're on, because they'll try to make it like uncool for what you're doing, and it's like, I've heard people say like they try to knock you off your square.
Yeah.
It's like you're here doing your thing, and they just want to push you off of your fucking alignment. It's like, no, dude. That's like, no, you left the house thinking this. If they're trying to change your mind, let them give you the data. I'm going to go back in the house and make my own mind up, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep on this.
Yeah.
But you can't just in the moment be like, okay, I'm going now. I'm going to the Diddy party or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just say, look, and I'll just always boil it back down to, well, look at the results. I don't see you're married. You can't get a man. Yeah. You're struggling to get a man. Don't no man want you. So why is that?
Damn.
Well, these are the reasons why. Because you got kids already. Don't no man want to take care of another man's kids. Mm-hmm. Now of course there are some. Yeah. There are some women who have kids. They just made a mistake once, and they still able to find a quality man. Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's understandable.
Some women don't make it their entire identity that they have a kid with another guy, so it's easier to be with them. Because they don't come in and being like, this is his kid and you got to meet him. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You don't even got to deal with the kid for a while. And then they introduce you to the kid and it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But some girls just do it the opposite way. And they're like, we're a package deal, blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, but it's going to be a tough sell.
Is that right? I haven't even said that I even rock with you like that. You tell me it's a package deal. Wait, let me get to know you first. Yeah. If I want to deal with you first.
It's hard enough to match 2 pajamas, not 3.
Exactly.
I'm not matching the pajamas with the kid. But yeah, dude. I think that's a really important talk to have on your show, is because it's like people do get spun out from the online stuff.
Yeah, and also too, another thing that I looked up too, it's also a big thing. The reason that this whole gender war thing is going on is simply because people profit off of men's pain. So although we can sit here and talk about, I did a case study on this, and it was funny. It was I think it was a Facebook post I made, 2 Facebook posts. One post I made, I was going in on men. I said, "Hey, you're a bum. The reason she don't want you is because of this. You're supposed to be a king, but you ain't doing king shit."
Damn.
I was going in, right? Numbers skyrocket
No
high,
way.
went crazy, dude. So I was like, okay. So then I flipped the script. I started going in on women. I didn't get much off of it.
You got flagged.
Didn't get it, almost. I didn't get a lot of traction off of that. And so with that, that let me know in the study that I was doing, a lot of these people profit off of men's pain.
Yeah.
So that's why you see a lot of these TikTokers, these Instagrammers, these YouTubers, they're always talking about how fucked up men are. Men this, men that, men bad, toxic masculinity, all of this extra shit. But it's not even real, but they just profiting it off of men's pain.
Yeah. That's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
And we have to just take it too. It's like
Yep.
part of being a man is just taking it on the chin like that.
Yep.
Just be like, all right, I'll work on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Exactly.
If I argue too much, they call me sassy or whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're in your feelings. It's like, no, I have a brain. I can fucking say some shit, but it's like, oh, okay. I'm supposed to be stoic. I'm supposed to just go to work and come back.
And
right?
But you know what's crazy though? But here's the crazy part about that. They defend their friends, like their gay friends, a lot. Mm-hmm. But then they're quick to call men sassy, or they say you're acting like a woman. But
what's wrong with being sassy?
Right, if that's the case,
If it's
right?
bad, yeah. Why is it bad? Yeah.
Why is it bad? Or you're acting like a woman. Well, I thought you were supposed to be strong and powerful. So if you calling me a woman, that should be a positive thing, right?
Yeah.
So why are you using it as a
Who
negative
runs
thing
the
against
world?
me? Right. So how does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I have noticed that it's like an accountability piece.
Yep.
You know, the internet goes in on women like, hey, 100 gorillas versus one man. It was like 100 women versus one accountability. Or whatever. It was one of those.
I saw that.
It's like they just don't like admitting when they were wrong. It's like left over from when they were little kids or something. It's like I have the ultimate card. I could just say like, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
And things go away.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't work though, you know?
Absolutely not. And those are a lot of girls who just talk, that have that feminist rhetoric they heard another woman say it. And a lot of those women never grew up with a father in their house. And so they were listening to their mom telling them, focus on your degree. Don't worry about no man. Just do you. And then they'll come flocking to you. Then they realize that it was a lie.
Yeah.
Just how the guys who grew up with single parent households with the mothers, all the mothers tell them, listen, you need to do everything for that woman. Give her flowers. Be nice to her. Be a gentleman. X, Y, and Z. And I'm not saying not to be nice to them or anything like that. But they're telling them all the things to do that's not getting them anywhere.
Yeah.
But they also aren't preparing them for the toxic women.
Yeah.
As well as that. They just tell them, well, make sure you're a gentleman, take her out, do this, that, and the third. It's like, come on. Seriously.
No, yeah. It's like do that to the person that, treats you right in return. Or I know I heard you say, I'm gonna go where I'm wanted, not tolerated, or sought after, or whatever. It's like there's gonna be someone else out there that wants you in the right way.
Yeah,
you don't have to beg them all fucking day to be your person, you know.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those because it's like everyone deserves that feeling too.
Yep.
So I think it's important the way you kind of deliver it too. You say it's a dignity, it's a self-worth thing. Mm-hmm. It's like if you don't have any self-worth, you'll let someone cheat on you in your face.
Facts.
That doesn't mean you're progressive. That means you never learned how to love yourself first and then push it outwardly, you know?
Yep.
You're just like taking what you get, and that's not love. That's like you're worth more than that, you know?
Yep. If you don't respect yourself, nobody else gonna respect you.
Yeah, they're gonna walk all over you.
Facts.
Seems like women are pretty good about that too.
Yeah.
Those pretty little feet. They just walk all over you.
Right.
That's so funny, dude. So how long have you been married? Can I ask you that?
Well, our anniversary is actually Monday. So going on 8 years.
Oh, nice, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, dude. What about, in talking to all those people online or whatever, tackling all those topics, have you found any like red flags and green flags that you would say are pretty good or like are good guides to go off of? Like, especially nowadays, like if a girl has a big Instagram following or if a guy's a trap star or whatever, what do you say? What advice would you give to people now that you've tackled so many of these?
In regards to a single man looking for a woman?
Yeah, or just like the dating world out there. Like, because I think it's important to work both sides of it.
Okay.
Like, hey, guys, when you go out, be nice, respect yourself, don't simp out. Yeah. Hey, women, treat the guys accordingly. If he's a simp It doesn't mean he's a washed out person. It just means he's, you know, like I want both sides to know what we're trying to attain here.
Yeah. Okay. So first and foremost, especially when it comes to Instagram, I'm a huge fan of a woman that stays out of the mix. Meaning, if you see her and she has less than 1,000 followers on her social media platforms, that's a great indication that she's not really a big attention seeker. She likes to stay out of the mix. She's probably a homebody. She got other things going on. So that's one good indication of a woman that you really probably don't have to worry much about.
It's just at home marinating.
Yeah, you know, she just at home. She like to be at home. She don't like doing all the extra stuff. Sometimes she don't even like going out for real. That's
a green flag.
That's a great green flag, right? But also a woman who understands how to reciprocate energy. She doesn't think that it's always about her, because she has to understand once she gets with somebody, it's you give up that odds for just you. It's about him, and vice versa. Just for the guy, like, hey, it's about her now.
Yeah.
But she also has to understand that he should be a man that's on his purpose too. Yeah. So he can't just sit here and be fondling around her all the time, chasing her around all the time. Listen, like you, I want you, cool, but understand that I have a mission that I'm working towards, and I would like you to be on this mission with me.
Yeah.
And so if she can understand that and understand that doesn't make her less valuable, that she still is valuable and he wants her with him, and she can understand that and they both communicate that, I think that'll make for a great foundational relationship when they continue to keep communicating with each other. And him also staying out the mix too.
Yeah.
That don't mean he need to be out here in the streets acting crazy, doing wild shit. Like, stay out of the mix. Focus on what you got going on. I promise you everything will be straight. And you just focus on what you got going on and making sure your girl is straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I've told guys some of that stuff too. It's like you have to be undeniable to your lady in a way. Like, let her try to poke holes in your system. That's fine. I'm going to be at work and back. I'm a trustworthy guy. You have to, like, put the time in. And that's, like, the long last. It's like she'll love you like she wasn't even expecting. Yeah. Like, she has, like, an admiration for you. She has, like, a respect for you.
Yes.
She's looking at you like, he does stuff I could never do. Like, he just took this long haul of, you know, taking a sacrifice for this relationship. Yeah. So you have to put the time in a little bit and, like, get your respect, and then she'll like the wandering eye thing, you won't worry about it because she knows she has, like, a real man at home.
And also just be a value add to him. Mm-hmm. You know, understanding. Listen when you guys are having these conversations. Ask the hard questions up front. You know, forget what's your favorite color, what's your favorite food. That's a whole lot of BS. We can figure all that out later. Ask the hard questions up front. What's your relationship like with your parents? Do you have a relationship with your father? Do you have a relationship with your mother? You know, do you have brothers? Do you have siblings? You know, what are your 5 to 10 year goals? What are your plans looking like? Okay, what steps are you taking to get to that plan? Do you want to have a family? What does that look like? You know, how are you as a parent? You know, how would you discipline them? Or, you know, when it comes to what's your, you know, paying attention to their character. What are their morals? Do they align with each other? Mm-hmm. Don't forget just how good they look or how sexy they are. Yeah. Forget all of that.
That's not going to be what you're dealing with in fucking court if you pick the wrong person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so you should start focusing on those things, asking the hard questions up front. And now everything has been laid out on the table. Now you get to make a solid decision. Mm-hmm. Now you can vet this person properly, and you constantly continue to keep dating them and understanding who they are. You know, when you're around them, are they emotionally intelligent? You know, are they stern? Like, is he an actual masculine man? Is he in control of his emotions? Yeah. Does he pop off all the time? Or is he more of a chill, laid back? He'll listen to you, then then he'll react or give you, is he a solution oriented type of guy? All these different things, man. And so that helps you create this foundation. And if you're a woman, have men around you to also help you vet this man. Mm. That's why it's important to have fathers in your life too.
Radar.
Or men, brothers, you know, they can vet this man. That's like, okay, listen, I don't know about him. Or, look, he seems like a solid dude. You probably need to keep him.
Yeah, it's important to have someone else that has that eye. It's like, look, he pulled up in that little Honda Civic. It's kind of raggedy, but he takes pride in it. It's clean. He picked you up in you know, it's like they can see kind of through some bullshit. Yep. Like when a guy pulls up in a nice car, a girl just might be like wowed by it. Yeah. But your older brother would be like, he's got the rental plates on it. That's not his car. You know, they can see through bullshit. Yep. So you need something like that around. That's important. Yeah. Smart. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I want to ask you about the simp thing. I forgot until right when you got here. I forgot to write it down. What's the comedian's name what's his name?
Which one?
The Indian guy where his wife was kissing
Oh,
him.
Akash?
Akash.
Oh, my gosh.
I was like, whoa, that's going to be a good one.
Akash. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh, Akash. I think they did an episode on their podcast where they're like making fun of it now with him and the girl.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I seen a couple clips. But, I mean, they had to do something. It was bad.
They had to.
It was looking bad.
They had to. And so you gotta make light of it now because it's out there in the open on you. It's out there in the open now. So there's a lot of content that she's made, that she's created, and he's supposedly supposed to be a virgin, and he thought that she was. She wasn't.
Well, when they got married?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know this part.
Yeah, so she's supposed to be a virgin, but come to find out she wasn't a virgin. Now she's making all this content, of course, leveraging his name. I mean, cool, that's your
wife,
husband,
fine,
right? Yeah, so leverage his name, do what you do, but the way that you're doing it, you're going about it entirely wrong. So now you're making his name bad because now we're making him as a simp.
Like the same name that brought you up, you're trashing it.
Exactly.
You're like pushing him down in the water to save yourself.
Exactly. So now you're making yourself, and now you're making him look bad, and so it's just a whole fucked up situation.
Yeah, the level of disrespect. It's like, I know some cultures are different. You know, maybe in that culture, it's like you're allowed to fucking clown your husband, and it is what it is. But I'm old school Mexican culture.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, dude, you cannot say nothing like that
At all. Like,
that's
why are you
fucked
online?
up. And guess what? Like, even as weird as it sounds from like old school Hispanic cultures or whatever, they're like misogynistic and stuff.
Yeah.
You couldn't say shit about their wife or anything either.
Right.
Like, you need to be, it's like respect all the way across. Like, you can't come talking about my wife like that, not me like that. No. So it's like, for your own wife to do that is crazy.
Yeah, because I'm big on, my whole thing is because I do content creation, because I do have strong opinions. Say what you want about me. Cool. You can say whatever you want. It's gonna roll off the shoulders for me. But don't talk about anybody in my family because they ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
They're not on the camera. They're not in the public eye. Lead them out of it. You can say whatever you want about me. Right? And so just that alone, you're supposed to be an extension of your husband, but you're out here talking reckless like that. And he's not, and he's in the public eye. And so I still to this day don't understand why a lot of women do that, and and a lot of them don't understand. Well, we're just talking. No, you don't talk like that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they think they forget that who they're talking to. Like, maybe you had the good intention of just talking, gossiping with your girl or whatever, but she was probing those questions out of you.
Yep.
They're doing it for a pod. Like, they're using it as content, and like, this is gonna get clicks.
Yep.
And your life is in the fucking toilet.
Yep.
And they got like 20 grand off of it. You know what I mean? Like, they did 100,000, whatever. It's like whatever they made wasn't that much, and it's like, your shit's gone. Your shit's fucked.
Everything's fucked. Now your man over here, he's fighting for his life over here.
Yeah.
His friends clowning them, and now you got to make jokes about it. Now you see all of these different posts, me talking about it, and other guys like Myron Gaines talking about it all across the board. It's like, come on, man. Like,
it's
who
rough.
wants to be under that?
And it's like the one, and like even women understand the men's universe sometimes. It's like all we have is our like respect and our reputation, and like walking in a room and motherfuckers, all right,
Yep.
And it's like that guy's, all that is gone.
Yep. All of it.
He's just a joke. He
Yep.
was always a little joke dude anyway, but now it's like, oh, you don't even get respect at your house.
You just added fuel to the fire. It's like, dang, dude, you don't even get respect at home.
At home, bro.
And you bring
And
you pay for
you're
everything.
giving her money. Like, jeez.
You're the breadwinner, and you letting her talk about you like that.
And she's got eyebrows like that.
Oh my god.
Her eyebrows.
Yeah, those hoes are thick.
But yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. I was like, oh, that's a good one to bring up because that dude was tripping.
Yeah,
or that girl was tripping. He should have. I don't know what he could have done about that. She's a little bit out of his league though, huh? He's probably just grateful.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She's not that cute.
But out of his league though. No.
I don't think so.
They're both a couple idiots.
Yeah, I think she's trash, and I think that he fell for her because she gave him a little attention. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it is. He found somebody who gave him just a spectacle attention, and he jumped on it. Yeah. I'm like,
hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's it.
No, come on, Akash. I can't even say his name anymore. I could never say his name for real. Before I get you out of here, man, I want to ask you something. I didn't realize you were a dad until you said it earlier.
Yeah.
But that's something I always bring up if I would have known that about you.
Yeah.
I always bring up the dad thing. It's a big topic on the show because I feel like there's enough stuff on the internet where like if you try to talk about being a dad, there's like someone in the comments saying like, but being a mom is even harder. And it's like,
oh God.
I'm not talking disrespecting the moms. I'm just talking about dads, to dads, what being a dad is.
Right.
How thankless sometimes being a dad is until later.
Yep.
You know, later on, or
Until
like
you're gone.
Till you're gone, or when shit gets serious and they got to call you. Like my dad used to always be like, hey, if you realize when you guys call home for something good, you ask for mom, and then when something bad's happening, you call for me.
Yep.
He's like, what's that about? Why don't you call me with good news?
Right.
And call her when you're in jail or some shit. Don't fucking call me.
Right.
So I realized back then when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, we do kind of treat them different, just inherently. You know, like luckily I had a mom and dad, and I was grateful, but you do call them for different shit. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
So. I want to get your thoughts on being a dad, man. What do you have, boys, girls, or what?
I have 2 daughters, man.
2 daughters.
2 daughters.
Stressed out.
Are
they little?
Yes, a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old.
That's cool. They're still young enough to where you just doing little kid shit. You don't have to worry about them being teenagers yet, right?
Yeah, the thing is now with them, we're focusing heavily on the 6-year-old just because the 3-year-old is following everything that she does, right? And so one of my biggest things is instilling that discipline in her out the gate. You know, now that she's in school, you know, she's gonna be hearing different things, like this 6-7 thing that was going on. You know, everybody, 6-7. I said, my daughter came home one day and she said 6-7. I said, what the hell where you get that from? She was like, I don't know. Who said it? Some kid at school, huh? I said, listen, do you even know what it means? She was like, no. I said, so why are you saying it? And so I said, listen, I said, one thing is for sure, 2 things for certain. If you haven't heard me say it in this house, or your mom say it in this house, I don't need you repeating anything no other kid says. I don't care what their parents do, but don't repeat anything else that these kids said, because I'm pretty sure they don't even know what they're saying. Yeah. You're just saying things just to be saying it. And
here you are helping them say cuss words or something you don't know.
Right. So absolutely. So I try to be. She's really good when it comes to school. So she's not a bad kid. You know, it's just.
You have to have that talk with them.
Yeah. Just having to let her understand, because now because she has all these kids around her and all these different personalities around her. And, you know, some kids, I got to be honest, some of these kids are bad as hell.
Yes, they are.
And so kids are sponges. They pick up on everything. They think it's okay to talk a certain way. And it's like, no, we're going to nip that in the bud right now. Yeah. Like, who you think you're talking to? Let me reel you back in, help you to understand that this ain't how this works over here. So, yeah, it's definitely, it's not a chore. You know, I love it. You know, I love my daughters to death. They ain't got to be honest, they get on your nerves sometimes. But
yeah, that's part of the deal.
Yeah, but you know, those are my babies, though. I make sure I protect them as much as I possibly can and do the things I need to do, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing now. So
hell yeah, dude. Well, hopefully that it all takes off for you, man. So the kids have an easy, super, super easy life.
That's the goal.
Hell yeah.
That's the plan.
Fuck yeah. But like you were saying, like it's not a chore, you know, but it is a job when you take it super serious, like we do.
Yep.
And it's like a job I don't want to call in for or nothing. I want to be there.
Yep.
And I feel like no one can replace me at this job. I can't call in.
Exactly.
I have to be the one that tells you this, the hard talks, even if it's like I know I'm getting on their nerves and they don't want to hear me say this.
Yep.
Like this is my job, it's my line to say this. You know, it's unfortunate you have a dad that says this, but I'm gonna be here. So,
because I know I was a kid, you know, and my dad used to repeat the same thing over and over. I was like, we already said this already, but you know, it's ingraining it in your head and in your mind, so that way, once you get out in the real world, you know, you go back to those foundations. Like, I remember my dad telling me this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I understand how to move. Now I may not have understood it back then. I understand it now.
Yeah.
And so now you know how to move and operate. So yeah.
More often times than not, I'm super grateful that, you know, someone taught me like something.
Same.
Like my brother, my dad, my sister, someone older than me taught me something at some point.
Yep.
Here I am repeating it in front of a group of people I've never met.
Right.
And they think I'm the shit for knowing this.
Exactly.
But I'm just kind of like emulating someone I know.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like, that's kind of a cool feeling to know, like, all right, at least I was paying attention 1 or 2 times.
Right.
And now I can fucking reuse it, you know?
Yep.
So yeah. Listen to your parents, kids.
Yes.
Out there.
Definitely.
I don't think any kids watch the show, but listen to your fucking parents.
No, the parents are going to tell them and say, hey, look, you hear what they're saying? Listen to your parents.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a parent out there, don't give up. You know, it's a thankless thing we fucking signed up for or ended up in. I don't know if everyone did this on purpose, but it's kind of thankless. Don't expect too much from it.
Yep.
Your payoff is that your kid's going to be a member of society, just staying out the way. You know, he doesn't have to be extraordinary, or they don't have to be. We're pushing for that.
Yeah.
But what I want is for him not to take or drain from anything. You know.
Yeah.
Don't just be leeching off of anything in society, because it's like,
yeah,
if you're not going to add too much, then don't take anything away. You know, carry your own weight.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I also just want to add this little thing too, as far as when it comes to parents too. Do your best to try to make their life a little bit easier in regards to when they get out into the real world, right? Instead of just telling them, hey, get out of my house at 18 and go get a job. I'm more with the group economics aspect of it. Listen, baby girl, you can stay in this house as long as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Stack up your money. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to invest your money properly, so that way when you do decide to leave the house and leave this house nest, you got a solid nest egg for you. And I've taught you certain things and aspects on how to invest your money. And so that way when you get out in the real world, you won't be out here struggling, and you know how a lot of people are today with finances and money and everything like that.
It's like the world's hard enough. At least you'll have that taken care of.
Exactly.
There's no way I'm going to take care of everything for you, right? Like, at least you'll have a strong base. Mm-hmm. And then whatever the world throws at you, you can fucking go pay for it at least if you can, you know?
Exactly.
Because you're going to have like a flat tire or something. I might not be there to fix it, or you're, you know, something that's going to be like an expense.
Yep. Maybe out of state. But like, hey, go into your assets, get some money out and go pay for it. That's what I taught you to do, right? Yeah. So now you understand.
Keep yourself out of the fucking rain.
Facts.
Keep yourself out of the cold. Yeah.
Facts.
So yeah, man, it's really cool, man. That makes me proud. It makes me like realize I brought the right person on the show. I
appreciate that, man. Yeah.
Because it's like, cool. I didn't even know you were a dad, but that's the shit, dude.
Yes,
that's what I'm after. So, well, thanks for coming on the show, man. I really want to appreciate it. I really want to say I appreciate it, and tell people how they can follow you and stuff. I'm gonna tag it, but
okay, yeah, man. Where I really want y'all to come follow me at is on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Courtnee Edgar Show. 1,500 subscribers over there. You know, we're running the numbers up. Numbers are trending up, so we're growing
super fast.
Time. They are.
when I started following, it wasn't that, so it's like really quick.
We're growing extremely fast over there. We're building a real big community over there. I got a Patreon going on over there. I talk a lot about it during my live streams, so make sure you tap in over there. Yeah, man. So if you want to be a part of the community of people who are growing, who want to build together, who want to grow together, you know, just a solid group of people, definitely join. Tap into the Courtnee Edgar Show on YouTube.
Super fun, dude.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you guys go watch that, and it's fun. It's interactive. The panel's crazy.
Yeah, they are.
On Tuesdays, at least, the panel's crazy.
They are.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for watching, guys.